Wizards. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shit.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check 4.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Black 15!
Watch the run.
Hey, Delta!
Why? Get wide. Under 10.
Buffalo 1.
10.
Black!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers, eluding the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Step round 80! Black 11!
Here we go. Check.
On the draw play, Coleman pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the
Throwing Rivers. Rolling to his right. Open man is Samuel. Complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to the ball loose.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Stop. General West.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ready? 50. Plant.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Watch twist. Alert 3.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Mike 54.
Alert.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
All 52. What's that? Go.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check pass. 6 guys.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Watch
180.
36 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
5 wide.
Here we go again.
Go.
Mike, 36. Hey, here we go. Watch 36. 36.
Half.
Here we go.
Is it?
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Out.
Hey, 79.
37. Check 37.
Wait.
Hatchet.
Throwing, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Mike 19. Mike's by 4.
And the Bills first down.
I got you. SOS.
80 weapon.
SOS.
On 1st down, Edwards. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Here we go.
Now a run with Edwards.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Check nickel.
Regular.
Quick.
Now it's Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Check 50. Check the back.
Hey, Delta!
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check 3.
Plus the right.
From the gun, Rivers.
Let's go, D.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run with Edwards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a... And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
We're going to work. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Rivers on the screen. This is Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Give me that ball. Greystone, travel.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
White.
Kill, kill, kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Slam.
12.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come. Bang, 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 bang.
Left. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check hot route.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike 54. Let him know.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards.
I got it.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. Get in the weight room.
Again, it's Edwards. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note of the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
Live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Switch. Check.
Run 80.
Switch.
Left to right.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Set. Hey, Brown 80. Keep it skinny.
Hey. Big edge.
On second down, it's Coleman.
I got you, boy.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a third and 13.
On the play. Brings up third and 13.
Here we go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We own them. 36. 6-6. Bullet high. Wait, 80 high.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rivers on fourth down. Completes it to Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, Delta!
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Bring it! Bring it!
Hey, orbit!
Mike's 50! They're not ready for this.
They will run again with Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Orange.
From the gun, Rivers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
From the red zone now, Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
White!
Check 99. Check
22 jet bomber. Behind!
To throw is Rivers. Being chased out left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A give for Edwards running right. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They're on 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Round 80! Round 80!
50! Hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Hand off Coleman, right side. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down. Rivers to throw for it on fourth. Airing one out for Crowder. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And Lush coming, and he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
I got one.
And they will take a knee here.
Allen on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, home.
Get him.
New draw Corkers.
This is Edwards. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo,